In December 1900, a relief boat arrived at a remote Scottish lighthouse to find it completely empty. The clocks had stopped, a chair was overturned, and the table was still set for a meal that was never eaten. 3 lighthouse keepers manned the Flannan Isles station, a tiny, isolated outpost off the coast of Scotland, accessible only by boat in calm weather. The lighthouse operated on a strict routine, and its light was required to stay lit every night without exception. Therefore, when passing ships reported the light had gone dark for several nights in a row, it was treated as a serious emergency. A relief vessel finally reached the island under difficult conditions. But before the crew even stepped inside, they noticed something was wrong. The entrance gate was closed. The door was shut. Nothing seemed disturbed from the outside. Therefore, whatever had happened, it hadn't looked like an attack or a struggle. From a distance, inside, the story shifted. The beds were unmade. An overturned chair lay on the floor, and the table held the remains of a meal left mid-preparation, as if someone had simply stopped what they were doing and walked away. Therefore, the men hadn't disappeared during a quiet moment. Alone, something interrupted. All 3 of them, together. The official logbook offered clues, but no answers. Entries described violent storms and one keeper reduced to tears out of fear, despite being an experienced seaman. But records showed the weather that week, while rough, wasn't unusual for the region. Therefore, whatever frightened them may not have been the storm at all. Search parties combed the island for days. No bodies were ever found. No wreckage, no struggle marks, no trace of where 3 grown men could have gone from a small island with nowhere to hide. Therefore, over a century later, the last entry in that logbook remains the closest thing to an explanation anyone has ever had, and it explains almost nothing.